Alright, so Andrew befriended a dog and is off playing a basketball game right now, so he couldn't make it. So my cousin here is filling in. I'm Otto.
I'm Chris.
And this is the all new Not So Awesome News Show. Alright, first thing to talk about today is the trailer for Lego Batman 3 was released, Beyond Gotham, and it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it was actually.
It looks like it's not going to take place in Gotham, hence the name Beyond Gotham. Had Superman in there, Wonder Woman, Flash, a few others.
Pretty much it's like a Batman / Justice League almost, but it's
yeah,
still just
so I mean,
Batman.
like, I think the second one was a little bit Batman Justice League, wasn't it? Like Superman was
Pretty
in there
much,
heavily. Yeah, and voice acting, obviously, they added voice acting after, I think, Lego Batman 2, so they're not making those weird noises anymore.
Which is actually kind of awesome that they do that now. Now they have like voice actors.
Yeah, I like Marvel's Lego game. That was really fun. Short-ish, but fun. I didn't unlock everything, but it's basically Grand Theft Auto with freaking Legos. Next up, they have cast the person who's going to play Daredevil in Marvel's Netflix Daredevil show. His name is Charlie Cox, and the only thing I know him from is the movie. That movie.
That movie, I don't know what that movie is, but I've never heard of the guy, so not that I can remember. So I don't know.
I know the movie, and it's gonna bug me until I find out. Stardust, which is basically Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
And I say it's basically like without the freaking summonings, but it was a pretty good movie. He's a pretty good actor. I'm actually kind of okay with this. Yeah, I don't know. He's not a bad actor. That's all I got to say. So we'll see how that goes. I know there was like a few people I saw online saying that they casted the wrong person and all this bad stuff about him, but like I said, he's a good actor.
Well, I mean, it mentioned that he was in that HBO series Boardwalk Empire. So I mean, I've seen a couple shows. I mean, episodes, not shows, episodes. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I like the show. I didn't see his character per se, but I mean, it was a pretty good show. So I don't know why people are dogging him.
I've never seen the show, so
it's pretty good.
But next up, it's your story. More Daredevil news.
More Daredevil news and AntMan news, actually. Apparently, Marvel has released that both the director for Daredevil on Netflix and the director for AntMan have both left Marvel Studios to work on other projects. Now, apparently the director for Daredevil had left because of, how can I put this easily? I guess not really creative differences. I guess he just walked away.
He just walked away?
He just pretty much walked away. They didn't really say much about why. But the director, Edgar Wright, for Ant-Man...
Due to the fact that it is holiday calls to his reps, UTA can't be what? Oh, no. Okay, now just like reading what it says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no idea. At least the article that I have here has like no idea. It could be older.
Yeah.
Now I believe he's not the one who's actually involved with Spider-Man. I think that's the guy. I think the producer is the one. So that's one good thing. I'm not actually even sure what this guy's directed, but I'm sure they'll find another one. They always do. Pretty easy.
Yep.
Ant-Man.
Yep. Edgar Wright. Apparently him and Marvel had some creative differences. Edgar Wright wanted to take Ant-Man in one direction. Marvel said, we're going to take your story and write it in a way that we think is best, and Edgar Wright just wasn't comfortable with it, so he left on creative differences. Which is understandable because, I mean, each director, from what I can tell, has done their own version with each Marvel movie. But it's kind of strange that Marvel wants to take over the story.
Well, no, I mean, Marvel wants to make sure... I mean, I can see how why they're doing it, because Marvel wants to make sure he doesn't go off on his own freaking thing. Like, a few years ago when, I forgot his name, Peter Jackson, I believe, was like in talks for doing Halo. And all this freaking rumors came out saying on what he wanted to do to Halo, and the company was like, no.
Yeah, I remember that, actually.
It's kind of like Michael Bay. He almost like lost the Turtles because of like how different he wanted to make them. He wanted to make them aliens and all this other stuff. It's basically, I say good for Marvel, because they're the ones who've been crafting the universe. I mean, like, I don't know what his plans for it were, but for all we know, he was going to do something really drastic to the series and make the character not like the character is on, the comic book.
Yeah.
But who knows? He could have been trying to make it better, and Marvel just decided not to make it good. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I like Marvel a lot. I like their movies, but I'm still annoyed at the person who's going to be Ant-Man is not the first Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The second Ant-Man. Both of their names escape me right now, but it kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not making Ultron.
Yeah, and unfortunately it kind of sucks that we won't get Ant-Man now. I mean, unless they're going to just take the story and
they're
give it
definitely
to
going to
somebody
make another. They're definitely going to make Ant-Man. Trust me on that one. They're just going to be a different director. There's no. They're not going to cancel it.
else. Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't push their release date. Does it say if it's going to affect the release date?
I mean, it could, but they got money.
Yeah, Disney has so much money. It's not
money,
even funny.
Money talks. They can just get.
It's not funny. Disney's raking in on Marvel, unfortunately, on those other companies that have those DC movies. I mean, hey, they're trying to catch up, but it's just with Disney behind Marvel.
Well, see, here's the thing, because Disney owns Marvel and everything, so they have like a good thing. But the fact of the matter is, DC is just trying to rush things.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Like, I get it. You guys see dollar bills, but
not the same.
Yeah, definitely not. So the actor who is going to be playing Thanos was also cast. His name is Josh Brolin. He was apparently Jonah Hex, which is kind of funny. That means he's jumping ship from the whole DC thing and going over to Marvel, which, so it's not that bad, because I hear all these bad things about Jonah Hex. I haven't really seen it, but I hear like horrible things from it. And yeah, like if you see his picture, which you probably already did when I said his name, is probably like over here or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be bad. I mean, he's not a bad actor. Like, I did watch part of Jonah Hex, and he wasn't bad in it.
He wasn't, from what I heard, but I mean, just overall the movie was bad. But I mean,
yeah.
He's also like the second or third actor to jump from a DC movie to a Marvel movie now. I believe, because there's other actors.
Who?
Oh, of course. Let's see, who was it? I forget. There's like two other actors that have moved from DC to Marvel, I believe. I'm not sure. I forget their name.
I know there's like a couple. There's like at least.
Actually, no. No, actually, strike that. There was a actor, Ben Affleck, went from Marvel to DC. So I mean, he's jumping ship. So I guess not from DC to Marvel. I guess he's the third actor to cross into the other comic stories now, from Marvel to DC or DC to Marvel.
And obviously, Chris Evans went from Human Torch to Captain America.
Oh yeah.
I want like a freaking universe story where like multiple Earths and like he's still the Human Torch in one of them and he meets himself or something.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be pretty good.
Next up is your story,
which is the Multiversity story, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Multiversity has been announced, and with the announcement, though, even though that is an up notice, Multiversity is supposed to start in August. It's supposed to have 6 different Earth characters, or not characters, 6 different Earth like groups in there, including Earth Prime is supposed to be in there as well.
Or Prime U, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bunch of them, a couple of them to list off. Let's see, the Atomic Knights of Justice.
I think I wanna say that there was an Earth with a Superman that had no powers.
I don't
and
know
that might be what they're talking about, but I could be completely wrong. I know that Marvel did that in the Spider-Man crossover in the 90s when they ended the show. They had a whole bunch of Spider-Man, and one of them was just an actor who played Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. Actually.
Is this gonna be another weekly thing or?
Supposedly this is going to be a weekly series. Yes, starting in August.
At $4.99, or is that just the first issue?
That's the first issue. If it's $4.99 for the whole series, that's a little ridiculous to me.
Oh, that's beyond a little ridiculous. I mean, we are getting to the point of like $3.99 comic books becoming $4.99 for no reason. Like, double size issue.
Yeah.
I can wait 2 issues. I'll take 2 issues. No,
hey, man.
I mean, it's $1, but I mean, like, spread it apart.
Yeah, but they got to make their money somehow.
They got plenty of money.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, with that up note of Multiversity happening, there is the downside of comics being canceled. 6 titles have been announced to cancel and end in August, which is Trinity of Sin Pandora.
Which I can understand.
Yeah, Trinity of Sin Phantom Ghost.
Never heard of it.
Never, neither have I. Birds of Prey is supposed to end.
Didn't read it.
I read a little bit. It's good when Gail Simone's working on it, but they switched to another writer since she already has her, Batgirl and Red Sonja, and of course Tomb Raider, which is probably why she switched from Birds of Prey to those, because she probably knew.
Tomb Raider's freaking awesome.
It's awesome. Let's see what else. Batwing, I already said Batwing, yeah. Batwing?
No, you just said Batwing.
Okay,
for
Batwing, yeah.
someone.
Batwing's being canceled. And
No,
last
Reddit.
but not least is All-Star Western featuring Jonah Hex is going to be canceled as well in August.
Did you
So,
say Phantom Stranger or something?
the Phantom Stranger, Phantom Ghost, something like that, yeah.
I think
Or
you're
Trinity
talking
of
about,
Sin, yeah.
you're talking
Trinity of
about
Sin.
Phantom Stranger.
Yeah, both Trinity of Sin titles will be canceled. And those are the 6 that were pretty much, I believe, the reason why they were canceled was because they're
By the
not...
way, I can understand Trinity of Sin being canceled because
Yeah, it
wasn't
not
doing good, and a lot
selling.
of people were saying the same thing. I don't see how this is going to go on now that Trinity War and Forever Evil are over.
Well,
because their characters like depended a lot on that like story arc.
yeah, they did, and unfortunately, I guess with sales still not bringing them in, I guess DC said we're just going to cut our losses and just make room for new titles, which I guess Multiversity is going to be the first of the new
Now
titles taken up.
Multiversity, like I'm kind of hoping it starts like a new series of Crisis events.
That would be nice if
Even
it
though the
started
last
new.
one was Final Crisis, so they could be like all new. No, that's Marvel's thing. New 52 Crisis or Crisis on New 52.
Probably.
I don't know. Either way, they could do that. Last up, we have. I don't like using the word leak. We have released photos of the Batman v Superman Batmobile. It's like 2 pictures, like one concept 3D rendering, which you know what it looks like, and there's like an actual physical picture of it that looks like it's still being worked on.
Yeah.
But the rendering, it looks like the Batmobile. I'm not gonna lie. I saw like a whole bunch of comments on there, talking crap about it, saying that the Tumblr is better, which I'm still kind of not on the bandwagon for the Tumblr. I mean, I was okay with it for the first movie, but I feel like by the 3rd movie he should have had something more Batman-ish.
Yeah, and I guess they tried to do that with the Bat, but I mean,
Don't talk about the Bat pod. Or the freaking plane. I don't know. It looks like a Batmobile that's been tricked into some type of like a cross between a Formula One racing car and I want to say a Corvette.
to me it looks like a freaking RC car. It looks like those buggies. Basically,
No,
all
yeah.
they did was they
No,
kind
actually,
of
yeah,
took
it
the
does look
buggy.
like an RC car.
Yeah, it does look like the RC
Like,
buggies. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I like the idea of it that they're going for a new Batmobile. Other than the Tumblr, they're not bringing it back. They're doing a fresh new design, and it looks more modern as well.
There's like
But
a little scoop in the front when
yeah.
it's gonna be like flipping things over.
so
I don't know. It looks really off-roady.
it does. So I don't know. Maybe he might be doing a lot of off-roading, chasing Superman around
Yeah,
in off-country, Bat-country.
Yeah,
Well, I
he's
don't
gonna
know.
be chasing him around where he lives.
Yeah, wrecking Smallville with that thing. I
He's
don't
like,
know.
"You owe me money. You destroyed my buildings in that attack." There's actually a concept.
Yeah, there's actually like
Picture
a
too.
yeah,
There's
just
another
the body
picture.
itself too.
It looks cool.
It does.
I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, we haven't seen the movie. I'm like still not expecting much from the movie.
Yeah.
But
The other thing is I want to know is if it's going to have those fins on the back, because I remember when they released the picture for the Batman suit, they had the rear part of the Batmobile, and it looked like a large fin, but in the concept it shows just two.
Well, maybe they're for brakes.
It could be two.
Like air brakes or something.
Could be.
I wonder if he has a giant like jet in the back.
That's the thing is we don't even know. We haven't seen the rear end of it, so we don't know if it's
Like
going to be
classic
powered
Batmobile
by
for
a
me
jet.
is always going to be 90s cartoon show.
Yeah.
That's always going to be the Batmobile.
It kind of looked like they took it too because it's the
Yeah,
long.
it has like it's reminiscent of like the old Batmobile. Like
Yeah.
just
Another thing would
Off-road.
probably be like maybe the cockpit will also open,
I'm
sliding
just
forward.
like looking at it and thinking, where's the antenna go so I can control this thing? And you know what? There will be an antenna in one of them because you know they're going to release an RC version of it.
They will, and like I said, it does look like an RC car off the bat as it is. Like I said, it just looks like a Batman buggy. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion, though.
Anyways, that's all the news we have for this week. Just not really much else to talk about, right?
Not really much more. I mean, not really much come out this week, unfortunately. But I mean, there are some big things like the Marvel.
Things getting canceled, it always sucks for like fans. and
It
stuff,
does.
Like who actually love that series. But anyways, that's all we have to talk about this week. Next week, look for changes. Subtle changes.
Subtle changes, yes.
Very subtle. He may be back. He may not be. He may guest star like a lot. He may not be. And you may see him around my channel a lot. You may not. And we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment if you want to discuss anything about the stories we talked about. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Hey, alright. So, like I said, look for some subtle changes in next week's show. Anyways, yeah, not much to say here. There's a few things down there if you guys want to check it out. No More Humans review, unboxing for Black Widow and for Watch Dogs Limited Edition, the PS4 version, which is pretty much the same as the Xbox One version, but limited. It's basically the same limited edition, just different disc. And my comic book pickup video. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting things back on track starting Monday, but we will see how that goes. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.